My fellow San Andreans, my name is Jack Lamb, and I am your governor and have been proud to serve as your governor for, what, I think it's been like a month now, right? It's been a little bit. Ever since the great Barracuda accident of Julian Specht, I was thrust into this position, and I've been fortunate enough to, I believe there was a CMNN poll that labeled me as a, what, 74% approval, right? I mean, I'm trying, guys, and I'd like to say that I've done a fairly good job.
Hell yeah, that's my
They're gonna talk to you over here.
Now,
Who'd that be?
I'm sure you're aware that in about a month or so, there's a election coming up.
Oh, leave me.
So, I'd like you to think about this upcoming election as a court case. I know there was a court case yesterday, Mayor Perez versus parking enforcement. Unfortunately for Mayor Perez, he went down in flames yesterday. Right?
parking enforcement on
Yeah,
top.
congratulations to
Shit.
parking enforcement on that victory yesterday. Okay, thank you. Oh yes, we have a member over here. But anyway,
anybody in an appetizer before
yes, thank you. Anyway, I want you guys to treat this upcoming election as a court case. You are the jury, and you must decide how I have performed as governor.
One slice.
Let me tell you some of my accomplishments here, folks. In 1 month as governor, and I suppose as vice governor as well, we created, along with a wonderful team, the Department of Corrections, and we also reconstructed Paradise Island so we can finally put away all of our most dangerous criminals and terrorists. I also created the election committee to run scheduled and fair elections. I also created the San Andreas government's communication platform, allowing citizens to speak directly to the governor, the mayors, the commissioner, and all of their staff. I also negotiated a historic peace deal with Cayo Perico. We took away their nuclear weapons and opened a direct line of communication between our state officials and their administration for the first time in history. I suppose Higglebottom did that, but that's because he was always a Cayo Perican agent. So, yeah, fortunately, you don't have to worry about that with me here. God. Anyway, we also very recently bought and constructed a beautiful new White House. Folks, I'm telling you, if you haven't been at that location yet, I highly recommend you visit. It is truly magnificent, and I'm proud to have funded it myself.
Walk up on the stage.
Next, our administration created the position of Mayor of Paleto Bay. Colin Perez won that election. We also constructed a Paleto Bay City Hall. We also recently built Area 69, a new National Guard bunker.
Nice.
I'm not quite sure why they chose that number. I am yet to ask.
I brought another fork for you.
We also built a Vespucci City Hall. We also helped our law enforcement catch notorious criminals, including Father Time, the TikTok bomber, and most recently, the Gambettis, all of whom were notorious criminals, terrorists, some of them. They are now in jail, probably in Paradise Island. The Lamb administration has also signed into law a $15 an hour minimum wage for the states, making sure that our citizens aren't exploited by their employers. That might be why everything costs more, but not that much, right?
I heard Jack Sparrow's running for Blink.
We also, the Lamb administration also created a unity government by appointing my former foe and the Paleto Bay Police Department Chief, Frankie Serrano, as vice governor. Truly one of the best decisions I ever made.
Serrano is a fucking G, dog.
That's correct, he is a G. You know, in that one poll released by CMNN, I was the highest ranking, highest approved politician other than my vice governor Serrano. Truly a wonderful choice.
I've always trusted Serrano ever since he stripped for me at the Lost Unicorn.
You've trusted him, yeah. Yes, good. So, I mean, I could go on and on about my accomplishments, but let's talk about some of my plans, because, ladies and gentlemen, today I am announcing that I, Governor Jack Lamb, am running for a second term as governor of San Andreas.
4 more years.
Thank you. My fellow San Andreans, when I'm re-elected, I will hold my mayors accountable. We will hold elections for all of the mayor positions again. When I win the election, there will be no appointments. There will be pure democracy. So that if you want to run for mayor of Los Santos, Plain County, or Paleto Bay, or heck, even Roxwood, we might even establish that as an official town, you will be able to do so. So if you want to run for mayor, well, vote for Jack Lamb. We will also officially define the governors, the vice governors, the mayors, and commissioners' powers to sign them into law. There's a lot of discrepancies and unclear things in the law right now, and I've been actively working on getting those solved, perhaps limiting our power a little bit. We don't want too much government power here. I'm also actively working on establishing an embassy for Cayo Perico, so they will have an embassy here within reason, and we will have an embassy on their island, assuming that the peace persists. I'm also working on lamb care. Lamb care. We will reallocate state funds. In fact, I plan to half the Paleto Bay budget. It's absurdly large. And I plan to put that into our healthcare system. We need to give healthcare to the poor, those who can't afford it. I recently picked up a poor gentleman off the street who was heavily injured. And, well, he didn't want to seek medical attention because he was poor and he couldn't afford it. With lamb care, this will no longer be an issue. We will also get lamb jobs. More employments, reducing unemployment in our state. I'm not going to reveal too much about that yet, but let's just say it's very exciting. Just wait and see.
Hey, give me a fucking lamb job right
Also,
now.
if re-elected, I will plan to hold National Guard parades, tanks rolling down our streets, of course within reason. We don't want to look too much like a dictatorship, of course. That would be a little bad for my political image and the image of our state, but we need more appreciation for the good members of our National Guard, in my opinion. We will also, if I'm allowed to, create the official position of Mayor of Roxwood. Make it an official town, elect a mayor, and get Roxwood booming. We will also boost local businesses with events, sponsorships, and recognition. And maybe, just maybe, we will for the first time create a legislative branch in San Andreas with a San Andreas Congress. Maybe. We'll see if we can get that done. But it would be tremendous. Now, my fellow San Andreans, that wraps up my plans. That wraps up my announcements. I just want to say thank you for coming down here today. Thank you very much for all of your support throughout my term. And if you ever want to reach out to suggest policy changes, suggest new laws, or you just want to speak with the governor, my doors are always open at the new White House. So again, thank you everyone for coming here today. And I guess for the first time, I must recommend vote for Jack Lamb in the upcoming governor election. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Now enjoy the drinks. They're still on me, within reason. Don't get the viejo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.